Hello guys, welcome back to the Watch Addict channel. Today we're taking a look at Vindicators, a new brand that is live on Kickstarter right now, and they're making some really interesting pilot watches. And here's the box in front of you. It comes in this pretty neat little box here with Vindicators over here, as you can see, with the logo, and inside the box a nice little bundle of straps here, which is one of their main things. And I've already tested out the watch and all of that. So it's not completely brand new, but you can basically get the point. You get 3 different straps plus the strap on the watch and the watch. And it also does come with a nice warranty card, as you can see, signed and everything with the number, which is great. Now I'm going to get this watch out of the box and we will get into reviewing this actual model, guys. So guys, here is the actual watch. Now a little background information. Well, the owner of this brand actually has some experience dealing with a lot of luxury watches and stuff like that. Actually comes straight out of Brooklyn, New York, which is pretty cool. I'm from New York as well, so it's always nice to support a brand from New York. Now, these watches, just to get it straight out there, their early bird special on these Pilots watches are $219, which is really not a bad deal. You're getting a whole bundle of straps, you get a nice little warranty, and the watch is pretty nice. Now, the owner of this brand explained in his Kickstarter campaign that, a lot of Pilots watches, they're just kind of boring, that traditional Flieger style that you'll see in many different brands like Laco and some of the other brands, IWC. It's just kind of boring, and sometimes you want a little twist, something, that pops. And as you can see, he added quite a bit of color to this dial on the markers, or the Arabic numerals, I should say. And, it really does pop. It looks pretty cool. Now, some basic specs on this watch here. We do have a 41.5 millimeter case in terms of diameter. In terms of thickness, we are looking at 11.8. The watch is completely polished, which really makes it pop a little more, I'd say. Most Pilots watches are completely brushed, but this kind of goes against the traditional Pilots watch. Now, we do have a very small onion crown over here at 3 o'clock. We do have lume on the hands, and as you can see, there's kind of this circle in the middle of the dial, right above the Vindicators logo, which is printed on there, as you can see. And the seconds hand kind of just reaches to the end of the circle here. So it's kind of cool, it's like a smaller seconds hand. It is loomed as well. Now the markers are applied, and as you can see, we get a nice yellow, kind of a reddish color, a greenish color, a lot of different really, interesting colors on this dial. Now we do have a 20 millimeter lug width here. And the lugs are pretty nice, it's definitely suitable in terms of dimensions. It does fit nice on the wrist. I have tried it on already. Really, really, really high polish. As you can see, the polish is done very nicely. It's very crisp. And I think it looks good, I really do. We have a nice, basically a 3-piece case. We have the smooth bezel, the case, and then the case back. The case back's pretty cool, but we'll get to that in a second. Now, inside of this watch right here is the Miyota 8125. It has a 40-hour power reserve. Many of you on this channel are probably familiar with this movement. It beats at 21,600 beats per hour. It's a very reliable Japanese automatic movement made by Citizen. And it gets the job done, especially at this price point of $219. I think it's fair. And some of you guys really care about the lug-to-lug distance. We're looking at 48 here. 48 millimeters, so it wears pretty nice on the wrist, even if you have a smaller wrist as well. Now, we do get a genuine Sapphire Crystal, which is quite a nice thickness to it. You can hear that thump. And yeah, that's always good to have, especially at this price. We do only get 5 ATMs of water resistance, as this is a Pilot's watch. Not something to really take underwater. The crown is pull and push, and there's basically one position, which is a stationary, and then we have your final position, which you can set the time. We do not get hacking on this watch, but that's just typical of the Miyota 8125. And yeah, that's pretty, it's a very simple watch. Let's go to the case back. As you can see on the case back, it's completely polished, held down by 4 screws on the top and 4 screws on the bottom. The logo is done in black, which is pretty nice, I think. I think that looks pretty good. We do get a sapphire display window, or a smaller window, I'd say. It's not a complete exhibition case back, but you can see that balance wheel in there going, as you can see right now, which is a nice touch, especially for this caliber of watch. Now, we do have some lume on the watch. I'll get you a small lume shot, and I'll be right back, guys. Here is a lume shot for you guys. As you can see, we do have lume on the hands there, which is quite nice. Now here's the watch, guys, on my 6.25 inch wrist. I don't have a huge wrist, but this watch definitely suits me well. As you can see, it definitely fits very nicely. I really love the play on the colors there. He actually said, he saw a lot of watches, from brands like Frank Muller or Muller, if you want to pronounce it like that. And he kind of wanted to bring that into pilot's watches because he really liked those watches. So, yeah, he definitely executed that very nicely here. As you can see, it's quite a stunning watch on the wrist, quite bold as well. Now these straps, they are very soft and supple. They do conform to the wrist. We get a nice polished buckle over here. And there's no problem with the straps whatsoever. They're very comfortable. They're not too thick, and I think they look nice. And you get 3 extra ones on top of this one, which comes on the watch, which is pretty cool. Now, if you want to pick one of these watches up, you can head over to their Kickstarter campaign, which will be linked in the description below. Definitely great to support a brand from New York, especially if you're from New York. Now, in conclusion, I think, for $219, you can't really go wrong. The movement inside of it, it's been keeping about plus 5 to 7 seconds a day, which is really good for a Miyota 8 series movement. It definitely feels like a solid watch. The case is solid, the finishing is on point. There are no problems with the finishing whatsoever. I don't see any problems there. It has a nice dimension. It's not like super oversized or anything completely out of proportion for a pilot's watch. And you do get that nice flare on the dial with those nice raised numerals, as you can see, which I really do like, especially that yellow 8. I think it looks really cool. Definitely matches the black strap as well. So yeah, guys, this is the Vindicator Pilot's Watch. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It's a really nice looking watch. It's well built. It's priced right. And I think it should do okay on Kickstarter. If you want to support them, definitely check them out. This is the Watch Addict. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hit that like button. Let me know what you think of this watch in the description below or the comment section. And as always, guys, I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.